Pay real talk before anything else. You read the kind of person who notices when a picture feels off, even if you can't quite name why. When motion looks slightly blurred, when blacks look gray instead of D, when the audio feels like it's coming at you instead of from the scene. You aren't chasing specs, you chasing substance. And that's exactly where the Samsung 5585F fits. Before you settle in, take a moment to check the current price and stock. OLED at this level don't stay predictable, and hesitation usually turns into either a missed deal or a why didn't I act sooner moment. You probably felt it first in quiet scenes. Movies that should be cinematic felt flat. Games that should be sharp felt just okay. Even casual shows started to reveal limits you ignored for too long. You didn't notice it all at once, but one day you realized you were settling and you don't settle anymore. From the first night with it, there's this sense of rightness. Blacks actually look black. Highlights don't bleed. Motion stays smooth without artificial smoothing that makes everything look fake. You stop tweaking settings because it already feels balanced. Suddenly, every scene feels more intentional, like the TV finally respects what you're rewatching. Gaming feels alive. Fast cross screens and camera pans stay clean. You end up reacting because you see the action, not because you're re-guessing where it went. Movies hit deeper because contrast actually holds detail. Even everyday viewing feels richer, like you finally seeing everything the creators put in there, not a watered-down copy. And it's not about chasing the highest number on a chart. It's about how natural the experience feels. Once you get used to genuine blacks and smooth motion, stepping back to anything weaker feels like going from a high-end camera to a basic phone snap. Don't wait for weird price jumps or stock dips. If this is already on your mind, delaying will just turn into regret later. Maybe you're wondering if OLED is too subtle for everyday use. That's the surprise. Once you experience this kind of depth and clarity, you actually enjoy regular shows more, not just movies or games. And the way the SEM tracks with the picture makes everything feel more together, not disjointed. There's a quiet pride that settles in once it as part of your space. You stop browsing upgrades. You stop wondering what else might be out there. You just enjoy it because it finally feels like it's done right. Blacks that feel truly deep, motion that stays pure, and clean picture that feels natural, not forced, sound that follows the action, confidence you feel every time at once, good placement, space once you try it. Lesser screens disappoint at some point. You stop comparing endlessly. You choose the screen you kept thinking about anyway. Don't let this become one of those upgrades you put off and look back on with why didn't I just to check the price, see what stock looks like, and make the decision while it still feels straightforward. If you're ready for your viewing experience to finally match how seriously you watch, this is it.